Ladies and gentlemen, your Carolina Hurricanes.
This is Don Taylor along with Jim Houston, and we're not going away.
Unless they turn us off of the audio options.
Darn audio options.
Wait, has it now. That's offside. Meyers gets flattened.
That was the exact opposite of doing him a solid.
Battaglia fires it. Brathwaite denied him. Taken out.
That hit deserves its own commemorative stamp.
Delayed call. Wesley gets called for cross-checking. This penalty will give them a power play.
No mystery here. You cross-check someone, they send you to the cubicle.
Carolina penalty to number 2.
Young. Luke gets checked.
Hitting is the air that I breathe, Jim.
Luke, wrist shot right on. Brathwaite stabbed at it.
This just in. Goalie annoyed by lackluster power play.
Young shoots the puck. Kicked out by Urbe.
He's blocking pucks like there's no tomorrow.
Urbe hangs on for the whistle. Brathwaite handles another save even though his team is on the power play. Kapanen gets knocked down.
That wasn't just a hit, it was a tale of woe.
Scores!
Geez, any harder and that puck's going right through the back of the net.
You want your power play unit to score, and with that mandate in mind, score they did.
All hail that mandate.
Carolina finds itself down by 1 early.
True, but they can't let it get to them or they'll fall apart quicker than a .com.
Stillman goes around Pellerin. Dimitra shoots. Urbe made the glove save. Dimitra intercepts the puck. It's off the post. Urbe freezes the puck.
And the advantage with strong wrist, Jim, is that he can let a howitzer go anytime.
Ozolic shoulders Nash.
But where's the remorse, Jim? Where is it?
Nash gets dropped.
It's just his way, Jim, and I'm not going to question it. Okay, pay attention here. Take a good look at this guy because he's one of the keys to this team winning.
McInnes shoots! Malik with it now. Pellerin shoulders Meyers. Simpson with a wrist shot. Urbe made the save.
He lobbed rubber loaf because he thought it was time.
It's 1-on-1. St. Louis needs to be making a line change soon. Simpson gets knocked over.
He does it for the fans, Jim. It's always for the fans.
Luke fires! The ref indicates a delayed call against St. Louis. Blocked. The extra attacker is on. Conger is going to the box for roughing. They'll be down by 1 player.
He got a little too excited there, although I'm sure he meant well.
St. Louis penalty to number 34, Chris
Willis. Stop. Ward scores! That's a power play goal!
Great goal! He capitalized on this power play in Capitalian fashion.
Pronger steps back onto the ice. We have ourselves a tie.
But is it a good sort of tie?
Carolina goal.
This individual is one of the better face-off guys around, Don.
Tell me something I don't know.
Okay. Planet Earth weighs 6.5 billion trillion, 6.5 times 10 to the 21st power tons. If you wrote it out, it would be 6, then 20 zeros, followed by the word tons. Divided that by the present world population, 6 billion plus. The result is over a trillion, one followed by 12 zeros. Tons of Earth resources for every man, woman, and child.
Jim, I said tell me something I don't know.
Finley will serve time for roughing. Drake takes it.
Finley, 2 minutes for roughing.
O'Neill. Dropped. Oh, and it looks like these two have had enough of each other.
Fighting is a lot like dancing with a beautiful lady. A beautiful lady who won't stop punching you in the face.
It looks like these two guys will be taking a mandatory rest for fighting.
Carolina penalty to number 92.
Mears. Luke stops the shot. Nash screams. Brindamore. Mears gets taken out. A delayed penalty call against Hatcher. He gets called for elbowing.
The coach needs to talk some sense into his team. They're slowly coming unraveled. Elbowing is a bad idea at the best of times. And that's really all I have to say on the subject.
Carolina penalty to number 4, Kevin Hatcher, 2 minutes for elbowing.
Eastwood. Ward bowls him over. Delayed penalty call coming up for Carolina. Ward will go to the box for cross-checking. They've been handed another power play.
That's right, you cross-check a guy, you go to the big house.
Carolina penalty to number 26, Aaron Ward, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Brindamore, he clears it safely out. Play stops as the puck is shot into the stands. Brindamore. McInnes gets checked.
How's that for reality television?
Kachuk grabbed.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
McInnes. Hatcher steps back onto the ice as the penalty expires. Wesley gets in the way. Pronger. Irbe closes the door.
You put up a wall of pad, Jim. The puck did not stand a chance.
Mellenby. Saved by Irbe. Malik. Westland fires one right on. Brathwaite stoned him cold. He scoops it up, muscled off the puck. Stillman. Malik gets shoved. Jelena. Dimitra gets checked. Tanabe. Brathwaite shut the door. Gusarov. Stillman. Malik rubs him out. Finley pushes DeMaio. DeMaio sneaked around Finley. Brathwaite made the kick save.
He stops pucks like it's his job.
Isn't it?
Good point.
Simpson gets mowed down. Francis Willis. Francis! Waite grabs it. Push. Willis has the puck. McInnes runs him over. Waite gets checked. He mows down Waite. Tanabe. Nash shoulders Willis.
Nice body work there, Jim.
Nash gets checked.
Keep the body checks coming. No powder puff hockey tonight.
Shoots the puck. Checked from behind. Gusarov steals the pass. Eastwood. Dimitra shoots the puck. Urbe stoned him. It's one-on-one. Battaglia, one-time shot. Dimitra shoved.
Stuff that in your knapsack, pal.
Kachuk one-times it. Urbe closed the door.
He's crafty, that one.
Hunger staples Westland. And it's icing against St. Louis. Urbe stopped a tough shot on that last shorthanded chance.
He shortchanged them while shorthanded, and it wasn't short-sighted, and, well, that about exhausts the short metaphors I can think up right now.
Good. Drake gets it. Hatcher gets checked. Jumped on by Carolina. Brindamore goes offside, and the play is stopped.
Ladies' purse with $1,000 has been found. If that's yours, come and get it.
Nash in control now. Wesley shoves him. Shoots it. Denied by Urbe.
He's making it look easy out there, Jim, and you're making it look easy in here.
Thanks.
No problem.
The Blues are deadlocked in a tie going into the intermission.
Not a bad place to be in unless you have a fear of tying.
Now there's 3 seconds I wish I could have back.
Likewise. Welcome back. I'm Don Taylor with Jim Houston. Now make us happy.
Francis has played 1 period already, but he's been invisible on the score sheet so far.
He's not meeting our expectations, that's for sure. He really needs to wake up and get going, Jim. He's got to juice it up a bit, you know?
McInnes coughs up the puck. He scooped it up. Ozelich out-muscles McInnes. Kachuk. Luke with the puck. Brathwaite makes the great glove save.
He wields that glove with authority, Jim.
Rolled over.
That hit was easily a magnitude 8.
Leveled. Nash fires it. Kapanen. Francis. Crushed. Nash shoulders Willis. Carolina has it now. Ward touches up for icing. Urbe made a wicked save off a wicked one-timer. DeMaio blocked. Mayers gets run over. St. Louis takes over. Bumped off the puck. Drake intercepts the pass. Battaglia. St. Louis got it. Kachuk gets checked. Battaglia shoots. Oh, he missed. Wait. Sent flying. Young. Kachuk. Urbe shuts the door.
He was just tending to the goal, Jim. That's why they call him the goaltender.
McInnes gets laid out. Dimitra, kick save by Urbe.
He loves to shoot, Jim. It makes him feel important.
Battaglia. Dimitra gets checked. DeMaio gets checked.
I thought he was going in for the high five, Jim, but in retrospect, I guess that wouldn't really have made a lot of sense.
Carolina puts its second line out. Ward, right on! Grabbed by Brathwaite.
And had he been playing croquet, that would have been an amazing shot.
Shoved.
He's a rambling man, Jim, and he
Ward is putting his money where his fists are.
When will the senseless violence end, Jim?
About 3 seconds before the sensible violence begins. It looks like these two guys will be taking a mandatory rest for fighting. Finley, one-timer, delayed call against Carolina. Hatcher will serve time for cross-checking, and the power play unit will take to the ice again.
A 5-minute major for fighting.
Carolina picks it off.
Number 4, Kevin Hatcher, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Mowed down.
Much to everyone's surprise, that's not going to leave a mark.
Ponger picks up the puck from Brathwaite. Stillman. Big hit. St. Louis needs to be making a line change soon. Young. Offside, St. Louis. He turned another shot away in that shorthanded situation, Don.
You'd think he'd let one go in to make this game more exciting.
Luke. It's one-on-one. He gets mowed down. O'Neill, wrist shot. Carolina has killed the penalty as their player steps back onto the ice. Shoved.
He's guilty with an excuse, but not a very good one.
Hatcher fires it hard. Brathwaite denied him. Jelena shoulders Kachuk. Tanabe gets checked. Run over. Kachuk cannonading drive. Urbe made the save. Drake gets checked.
That hit clearly worthy of its own haiku.
DeMaio gets bowled over.
He's creating somewhat of a ruckus, Jim, and I say more power to him.
Stillman, Urbe, great save. Dimitra, Willis flattens him.
He just gave that guy a little lesson about the nature of respect.
Breakaway. Francis Brathwaite made the big glove save. Well, they seem to be forgetting something.
That's right, Jim. They're forgetting they should be peppering the other goalie and not vice versa.
Ward, hard shot. Brathwaite made the great glove save. Rubbed off the puck. Simpson shoulders Ward. Offside, St. Louis. Simpson drops Westland,
And that's what makes it even more impressive.
flattened. Ward gets checked.
You know, Jim, when a guy gets body slammed into the boards like that, it sucks to be that guy.
Vasicek knocked down. The ref indicates a delayed call against Finley. He gets called for cross-checking. They'll be on the defensive again as they take yet another penalty.
St. Louis penalty to number 37, Jeff Finley, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
Dropped. Willis. O'Neill backhands it. Brathwaite stoned him cold. Mayers clears it safely away. A delayed penalty call against St. Louis. O'Neill shoots it. Brathwaite closed the door.
He's all about projectiles, Jim.
Pronger is going to the box for cross-checking.
They'd better watch out. The ref's onto him.
St. Louis penalty to number 44.
Staple.
Pronger, 2 minutes for cross-checking.
McInnes clears it safely out. Grabbed by Carolina. Brindamore. Luke. Brathwaite slams the door shut.
He's a good shooter and a fine gentleman. But why won't he be my friend?
Finley clears it to center. Kapanen gets the pass from Bay. Havanoff shoves Luke. Luke gets pushed. Door slammed shut by Brathwaite.
He picked a little puck just to see what would happen.
Hatcher now with it. Who's gonna take it? Brindamore. He scores!
How best to describe that shot? Incoming!
The way this tender was playing, they definitely beat the odds with that goal.
Now that they have the lead, they can probably just take it easy the rest of the way.
But only if they want to lose.
44, Chris Pronger, assisted by number 10.
Westland fires! Mellenby. St. Louis is nearing the intermission, and if they can hold off here, they'll enter the next period with a one-goal lead to protect.
Which is better than protecting a one-goal deficit.
Nash
Last
shoulders
minute of play
Westland.
in the second period.
Wait with a wrist shot. He gets it. Jelena gets checked.
He gave him the old heave-ho.
Shoved.
Don't think of him as a hitter, folks. Think of him as an obstacle on the road to good health.
Malik shoots the puck. Brathwaite denied him. The Blues are shooting up the place and have a one-goal lead to show for it.
They're dishing out more shots than the Red Cross. Hey, I'd like to welcome you back to the game because you know what? We kind of missed you.
Finley has been a huge disappointment so far. 2 periods down, still scoreless?
Well, he has one more period to atone for himself.
Offside.
Time for a Japanese.
Let's see that last theatrical save again.
He's stifling him big time.
Brathwaite saw that slap shot coming a mile away.
Piece of cake.
Drake. Mayers gets checked. Jelena fired it hard. Brathwaite kicked it away. Simpson. Malik mows down Simpson. Pellerin. Laid out. Well, time to break for a commercial. Just kidding.
If this continues, we may have to expel the English team from the tournament.
5-minute fighting majors have been handed out.
Not a good way to impress the ladies, Jim.
Carolina penalty to number
Gets away a hard
19,
shot.
Rob DeMaio, a 5-minute
Nash.
measure for fighting. St. Louis penalty
Scooped
to
up
number
by
27,
Carolina.
Bryce Salvador, a 5-minute major for fighting.
Nash smokes O'Neill.
Apparently he forgot about the often overlooked 11th commandment. Thou shalt not whale a guy into the boards.
Hatcher stops the shot. Hatcher gets checked.
On the bright side, that can only add to his street cred.
Brathwaite made the save. Eastwood scores!
He served up a supersonic streak of vulcanized rubber. A hard wrist shot like that ought to be outlawed.
Carolina falls behind by 2 in the third.
Like lead balloons in a place with tons of gravity where things are heavier than they are on Earth, and
Vesicek gets hit from behind.
yeah, well, that's gonna happen sometimes.
Here's why this tender is hot right now.
You can spot a hot goalie a mile away when he's playing like this.
Brathwaite might have had some trouble there, but he still prevented the goal.
It was tricky. It was a shot off a rebound, but it's the end result that counts.
Hatcher steals the puck. Young shoulders Brindamore. Young fires it. Kachuk pushes O'Neill. O'Neill shoved. Hatcher touches up for icing. Stillman gets checked.
And now he has a healthy fear of other human beings. Everybody wins.
Gusarov shoves Zelina. Dimitra, hard shot. Shoved. Knocked over. Tanabe. Kachuk shoulders him. Kachuk, Wesley, steals the pass. Kapanen, kick save. Nailed.
He's motivated by feelings of contentment, Jim. Feelings that only appear after he's just crushed a guy into the boards.
St. Louis with the puck. Young. Shot it. Snared. Vesicek. Gusarov takes possession of the puck. Ponger, Stillman. Stillman gets dropped. Wesley, Westland, Vesicek. Battaglia checked.
So much for the carefree days of summer, eh, Jim?
Cranked him. Ozolic works gingerly past Salvador. Westland shoots. Creamed. Westland. Roughed up. Leveled. DeMaio gets checked. Zelina shoulders Mayers. Drake gets pushed. Zelina. DeMaio shoots it. Brathwaite kicked it out.
He's working the pads, Jim, and he's working them hard.
Ward takes out Simpson.
Lucky the boards were there to stop him from getting hammered into the fans.
Shoved. Eastwood steals it. Stillman gets checked.
He'll be okay.
Dimitra fires it right on. Urbe turned the shot aside. Brindamore. Luke. O'Neill takes possession. Dimitra gets checked. O'Neill, wrist shot, grabbed by Brathwaite. Sent flying, taken by St. Louis. Stillman. Wait, pushes Malik. Kapanen cranks one. Wait, shoves Francis. Young gets nailed. Willis, Kachuk pushes him. Willis fires one right on. Brathwaite made the big glove save. Wait, gets checked.
C'est la vie, I guess.
Willis, Mellenby shoulders him. He has it now. Mellenby. Kachuk has it now. He gets hold of the puck. Dropped. Irbe scones him. Westland. Finley lays him out. Brindamore gives up the puck. He grabbed it. Crushed. Simpson gets muscled off the puck. Tanabe. DeMaio. Jelena gets leveled.
I'll bet he didn't have that in his day planner.
Kachuk rips one. Saved by Irbe.
Ah, the sound of rubber on padding. Music to my ears. In fact, I have the entire CD box set at home.
DeMaio with a wrist shot.
Period.
Kachuk gets the puck. He gets run over. Irbe will watch the rest of the game from the bench. Grabbed by Brathwaite. Gusarov. Kachuk gets taken out.
All of a sudden, he looks much less bubbly.
Kicked out by Brathwaite. It's all over now. Carolina couldn't quite compete tonight.
They couldn't hit the broadside of that barn everyone keeps talking about. Look at their shot percentage.
From Raleigh, North Carolina, this is Jim Houston.
And I'm Don Taylor.
See you again
For St.
soon.
Louis, number 19, Daniel Kachuk. And tonight's first star for St. Louis, number 44, Chris Pronger.